It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, is what we say. Saturday. Hope you guys are relaxing, taking your mind off crypto. Side. I know that ain't happening, but hope you guys are doing well today. That's why I'm here. I'm excited because I have some great news to share with you guys. But before I do that, let's go ahead and jump into CryptoBlood.io. I want to show you guys something. We have the hoodies now available, and people have been, I haven't actually done any announcement on them other than in the webbot chat rooms, but the crypto, I have the HODL is my model, the be what with the Bitcoin symbol, and also the classic just Crypto Blood logo hoodies. No win webbots at the moment. I went with the most popular selling items to do the hoodies in, so make sure you guys jump over to CryptoBlood.io to pick those up. So again, guys, today I got a present from Uncle Clif, my man Uncle Clif. He sent me a number of things, but the one thing I want to show you guys is I'm like Silvertooth now. I'm going to be jacked. Clif got me a bottle of that good old C60, people. And this is from Purple Power. So I'm very excited to go ahead and try this C60 with coconut oil. I'm going to get on it. I'm going to have my wife get on it. May even have Phoebe drink a little of that purple. And see how it works. I'll let you guys know. I was meaning to order some, but when Clif first kind of announced it back last year, late last year, it sold out everywhere, of course. And I didn't get a chance to get some, and I totally forgot to get some after the fact. But let me read you guys this note he left for me. He said, "Nephew Crypto Blood, a few items for you for the new year. Thanks for giving me Silvertooth's address. Thanks also for all the work you are putting into the crypto community. With respect, Clif High, January 8th. And man, let me tell you guys, I am framing this. I told my wife that I opened everything when I got home, and then I came up and gave my wife the letter and showed her that. She was like, wow. So we were talking about Clif, and I was like, well, she's like, honestly, he's the smartest person that I have watched. Just, she was saying from a broad, the knowledge base he has on a wide variety of topics. And I agree with her. I said, I have to agree, you know. And she's like, you know, you may have a doctor, a neurosurgeon. He's very knowledgeable about that subject because that's what he's been studying probably almost half of his life or even more. But you got a guy like Clif, man. This guy knows from quantum physics to UFO, Antarctica, cryptocurrencies, programming. It's just like, this guy's a rare gem to all of us who follow him. And I just want to say publicly, thank you, Clif. I appreciate the gift, and very honored to be able to communicate with you on a regular basis, to be honest with you. So again, thanks, Clif, and thanks to everyone who supports the Webbot chat room community. So enough with the teardrops. Let me stop. Thugs don't cry. Let me stop crying. On to what we were going to talk about today. And actually, before we even get into that, let's take a look at the coin crypto market cap. So we're sitting at roughly 749 billion. I'm just going to do a quick refresh just to make sure. Yep, that's correct. And a bounce back here. And I told you guys we needed to watch that critical level of 14,200 to 300 area. If we could get above that, that in my book on the hour chart was a score. and was somewhat bullish for us. So let's take a look. I haven't even taken a look at any charts in like 2 days. So let's see what the charts are looking like really quickly. So it looks like we are, yeah, we broke above this trend line and closed above. I'm just gonna draw a line here. We closed above that area that I was talking about a few days ago, the 14,200 range. So that should be a floor for us now. We should now try to go for that 15,000 level, people. So let's just again keep an eye on the next level now. And I'm just gonna mark this with a green circle. So this is what we're looking to watch now. That is the target, the goal, people, in the market. So roughly 15,000. We can break above that. We will try I would group 15,000 and 15,300 kind of in the same range. So let's kind of average that out to 15,150 area. Let's just say if we can get above that area, we will then go for where we got smacked down from before, which was the 17,000 range. So we need to go back for that. And we should, if we can clear this 15,000 range, we will probably accelerate to the 17 fairly quickly. That's normally how it goes. So let's see what happens. And of course, you can always follow. I'll leave a link. You can always follow the chart on TradingView that I update regularly. So I'll leave the link to that in the description of this video. So the last thing we're going to talk about today is Bitcoin in relation to other markets. They're the size of other markets. And to me, this is the most valid argument. One that is a Bitcoin supporter, this is the most valid argument they can, well, I wouldn't say this is the most valid, but probably 1 and 2 or 2 and 1 have to be your top two as far as if we're in a bubble or not, and where we and if we're cheap at these current prices. Regarding Bitcoin, $15,000, that sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. It definitely is, seeing that the average American can't come up with $400, $500 to cover an emergency expense. So $15,000 is definitely a lot of money. So to place that type of value on Bitcoin can seem pretty crazy, right? But if we look at Bitcoin in comparison to other markets, we will quickly find out that we are nowhere near a bubble in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets altogether. So the tokens, I've had a video about this, I think last week. The tokens, I feel, when I was talking to John App earlier this week, the tokens are overvalued from a valuation standpoint. If you look at the tokens, what the company is doing, their market cap, where the revenue is, if you want to try to use that as some baseline in a traditional way of placing a valuation on a asset, yes, we are very overvalued with a lot of these tokens. But I said before, that doesn't mean it won't become even more overvalued until we see that final correction, not final, but that correction that needs to happen in the market. So this article says here, the title of it is a visual comparison between Bitcoin and other markets. So it says here, the market cap of cryptocurrencies, the world's fastest growing asset class, has surpassed 677 billion, and Bitcoin itself has surged past the payment processing company PayPal and the fast food company McDonald's. Still, it looks tiny compared to other global markets. So if we take a look at this visual comparison here, cryptocurrency, and then compared to the biggest companies. So we've got Berkshire Hathaway, that is Warren Buffett's holdings company, Microsoft, Alphabet, which is Google, Apple, Facebook, and Amazon. So, you know, it is no comparison from that standpoint. But let's take a look at the rest of this article. The site The Money Project has put together a series of interesting pictures describing the market cap of the world's money and markets. Each block square is worth $100 billion. Apple, a world-leading tech giant, has a market cap of over $800 billion, but Bitcoin prognosticator Ronnie Moaz, founder and director of Standpoint Research, predicted that Bitcoin needs to be taken seriously, as within 5 years it could reach $800 billion. Here's another comparison here. 50 richest people. So we got Gates. We all know Gates. Bezos, that's Amazon. Warren Buffett, Zuckerberg, Facebook. Ma, which I think is Alibaba, and Musk, of course, is Tesla. So those are some heavy hitters there. The world top 50 richest people are worth a whopping $1.9 trillion. Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto, with his coins unmoved from day one, is also in the billionaire league. And in recent months, Ripple's record highs have propelled its co-founder, creator Chris Larsen, to one of the world's richest people. He owns 5.19 billion of its XRP cryptocurrency, which gives his holdings a rough value of almost $13 billion according to Forbes. So currency here, it breaks this down. This is the next visual. The total value of the world's coins and banknotes is roughly $7.6 billion or trillion dollars. I'm sorry. And here's another one showing gold. And I actually have, if you guys are listening and not looking, I want you to take a look at the screen right now. I have another visual representation of Bitcoin and the crypto markets in totality. So if you take a look here, Bitcoin is 235 billion. Just behind him, or it, is Bill Gates at 86 billion. And we have Amazon almost double what Bitcoin's market cap is. But if we look at cryptos in general, we're sitting around, I told you guys, 749 billion right now. So we should have eclipsed again Apple in market cap. But I think what is really around the corner, guys, is the USD in circulation, US dollars in circulation. That's sitting at 1.5 trillion. So 1,500 billion, basically. I think that's a very, we talk about milestones. I think that's an important one, and that will be like the next. The first one was, and I was talking to, who was I talking to? C Sigma show, Caldwell. I was talking to him about back when I got into cryptos. The first kind of milestone was gold. The price of gold. I remember when we got so close right before Mount Gox went down and couldn't grab it. I think gold was at maybe $1,500 at that point, and we got to maybe $1,200 in Bitcoin at that time. And then finally last year we actually did eclipse gold, and those are psychological milestones that really bring even more validity and to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So I think the next one is US dollar circulation, amount of money in circulation. That's at 1,500 billion. So that's a double from where we are. And honestly, we will see that this year, and that will even put us in better positions of argument for people for naysayers. And then after that, the market cap of gold is 8.2 trillion or 8,200 billion dollars. And it goes on from there. So all money, M1, is, I think that includes all of the world, I believe. I'm not sure. Is 83.6 trillion. So we will definitely see cryptocurrencies in the next 10 years eclipse. I think this is crazy, guys. In the next 10 years, 10 to 15 years, cryptocurrencies will eclipse the stock market. I really do. I think the structure of stocks and bonds, currently how that's set up is outdated, and cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology will replace that, and the use of that, I should say. So I thought that was a neat image there, and that's as of January 11th this year, so just a few days ago. So pretty accurate numbers as of today, the recording of this video. So the article finishes off with saying both gold and Bitcoin are generated with the process of mining, but with different means. Hundreds of tons of gold are mined every year through means that include both Bitcoin and both gold and Bitcoin are generated with the process of mining, but with different means. Hundreds of tons of gold are mined every year through means that include placer mining, hard rock mining, byproduct mining, gold ore processing, etc. New Bitcoins are generated by a competitive and decentralized process, also called mining. It goes on to say here, a miners need to process transactions and secure the network using specialized hardware. We really have come a long way in the past decade. Do you think Bitcoin will surge over gold? When? Leave your comments below, the article says. So, yeah, I mean, I really think we are on pace for sure to, and I'll bring this graphic up again. I think we're on pace first to take out the U.S. dollars in circulation, sitting at 1.5 trillion. That's a doable goal, obtainable goal, in my opinion. But as far as getting past the market cap of gold, 10 trillion. I've heard some people say 10 trillion this year. I have for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin by itself, no, I don't see that. There is if we get to 10 trillion by the end of 2018, that would shock me. That would truly shock me. I definitely think we will be in the 5 trillion mark or range by the end of this year. But let me know your thoughts, people. What do you think the end of this year will be able to eclipse gold by the end of this year? And when do you think we'll eclipse the US dollars in circulation, sitting at 1.5 trillion? Do you think that'll happen in the first quarter, second quarter? Love to get your feedback on that, people. So leave that in the description or comment section of this video. Make sure if you like this content that I publish on a daily basis, click that thumbs up. That helps me a lot. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell when you do. That helps ensure that you are alerted for every video that I put up. Last but not least, make sure you join that Webbot chat room, and make sure you definitely give me your feedback on us as a cryptocurrency market cap surpassing the dollars in circulation. And then later on, when do you think we'll eclipse gold's market cap? That's a big one. That will really say a lot about cryptos. Love to hear your comments. Love to hear your feedback. And that's pretty much the end of this My Two Satoshis episode. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla. I got the internet going nuts, but T-Ferris got my back, so now I'm holding my nuts.